Now, within those general trends in the business environment, we also need to understand those changes and trends which are much closer to an organisation. In the private sector, we would call it the competitive environment. And you will have used Porter's 5 forces to analyse that framework. But what in that framework will be most important to our 3 organisations? If I'm a corner shop, what I'm going to be mainly concerned about are other shops like myself. So they're my rivals. How can I outwit my rivals? So it's my tactics which are so important. There are other rather big organisations which I really need to avoid. Of course, the supermarkets. And I'll probably do that in terms of key decisions about where I locate myself. Now, Microsoft has been quite well known for how it's pursued its competitive strategy. And in fact, in some cases, it's been criticised. It's tried to raise barriers to entry and make it quite difficult for others to compete. It's also tied us all in as users. And again, there have been issues about whether that was anti-competitive. But that's how a big organisation might try to shape its competitive environment. Even in the public sector, like the hospital, the idea of competition and these 5 forces matters too. For example, whereas healthcare used to be, in many countries, purely public sector, now private sector providers of healthcare are allowed to enter as well. So looking at new entrants is an important issue in the public sector too. And in many countries, there's now an arm's length customer-supplier relationship between the hospital, which receives patients from family doctors. So that relationships with the family doctors as suppliers is also very important. If organisations are going to succeed, they have to worry about quite a few things. And of course, one of those is cost.